Biggest lie, yeah, it would have to be the fucking U.S. government, actually.
Ooh, give me it.
No, I'm serious. The biggest lie is the U.S. government. It's not what it used to be. It used to be so sick and about the people and about freedom and all that shit, but now it's just bullshit. Now it's a fucking reality show, and I think there's going to be a lot of weird shit that happens within our lifetime and within our generation that really changes the way of the world. So move somewhere, because whenever martial law is declared, you have whenever the credit cards fail, whenever your cards fail, whenever your banks fail and you can't use your fucking card anymore, you have 3 days to get out of where you are, because that's when they're coming for you. That's the big move. That's checkmate right there. And they think they have you. But move out to the country, get your scraps, stand up for yourself, build a tower.
What do you mean the bank is out of money? Insolvent? You only have enough cash for the next 3 customers? Hey, just a second here. No, I don't have your money here. It's in Bill's house and Fred's house. Hey, what the hell you doing with my money in your house, Fred?
Bank of America, and everybody's missing money. I'm also missing money, over $1,300, and they're telling me to call customer service, and they keep hanging up on people. This another person here is also missing money, so we're trying to see what's going on. Money's missing today, and we need our money, and they're already telling us to call customer service, and customer service ain't doing nothing about it. So just a heads up, if anybody's experiencing this, please let us know, because this is not right. I'm missing $1,400 from my account, and they're telling me that there's no way they can help us. This guy's missing money too. This other person is missing money too. And you missing money too? There you go. So this is not something that's just one person. This is everybody's happening to them. And this is crazy. This is very crazy. Yes, Bank of America decided to take people's money without their consent. And we're asking what's going on, and they're giving us a runaround. Everybody for the same thing, man. Same thing.
Guys, there's something seriously going on right now. I have been to 4 ATMs in my town to withdraw some money, and every one of them says this. What is that? It's not out of cash. It's literally just not dispensing cash. And this is every one of them I have gone to. What in the world is going on? So, no money, no cash. What do you do when you can't get a hold of any money and everything around you is collapsing?
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call halal yamla.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, and QADASH.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great MILLSTONE, and teacher of well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. My brother itazawam Gabar, with me I have
Brother Mawan.
I'm coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Today we're going to be getting in on this lesson, going into CBDC and the bank shutting down and your cars failing. All such things, these are about to happen and take place, and even already taking place. The ATMs are shutting down, people can't pull their cash out. Then you got Bank of America. There's actually a Bank of America that switched up and became self-serve. And so the people that go inside, they got to use their card, swipe the card to get inside. If it's not a Bank of America card, you can't get inside. But they got to use their card, scan their card to get inside. And once you get inside, they got a room you go into, which is for self-serve, where you can call the people that actually work for the bank. You know, but the people aren't there no more. And you know, they're taking precautions like this because these people are going to start getting angry at the workers, because the workers ain't gonna be able to give them their money.
That's right.
You know, that's already happening. So the workers feel threatened for their lives. They thought it'd be better to just give them a self-serve bank. You know.
That's right. Hey man, Esau's making steps right before these people's eyes, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's removing the workers and putting in digital workers. All right. Which will be pretty much people that's going in there and doing it themselves, like the brother mentioned, man. These people not gonna be able to yell or scream or get angry at anyone because they're not gonna be, you know, anywhere in the facility.
Exactly. They're gonna start taking their anger out on each other, man.
Exactly.
Just like you've seen in the Simpsons video, which I will put in the intro, the Simpsons video where the bank was failing, you know, they wasn't able to get their cash out, and people started fighting each other, you know, because they were so upset. They need something to take their anger out on. They started fighting each other, man.
That's right.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, so at the end it's going to speak. Right now you're seeing the vision speak because the things that are written in the book are coming to pass. Now you're seeing certain things that you would never think would happen actually happen. You know, because what? It's written in the scriptures. So the scriptures are coming up off the book, starting to stand up and walk and speak and talk. And there's nothing you can do to deny it anymore, man.
That's right.
You know, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Alright, so it ain't gonna take forever to come, man. You know, it's gonna take some time to come, but it ain't gonna take too long, man. It's gonna still come, and it's still gonna happen in its appointed time.
If I may add to, it said though it tarry. So you know, when you go into that word tarry, means to delay. All right, so even though it seems to have a certain delay to it, it's not gonna really delay, man. You know, because ultimately, like the brother said, it's a set and point in time for these things to occur, or according to prophecy.
That's right. This book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Alright, so just like what happened with these banks. Out of nowhere, everybody was good, they could access their cash, you know, life was normal. So one day they woke up and they couldn't pull their money out no more. You got that guy Usain Bolt, where they took, they pretty much closed his account down and took $12 million out of his account that he cannot get back. And when they try to call the people to get questions, nobody's picking up. You know, so the people are getting angry. You know, they're about to what? Start having riots. They're about to start throwing a fit, man.
Yep.
You know, because what? The government's playing them. People gonna feel like they've been betrayed. And they're gonna get up and try to rise up against their government, man. And then you got that sedition among men. That's where they get the sedition among men. Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, like their governments, presidents, all the high authority people. They gonna start raiding their ass, man.
Yep, because hey, you see it happening in different accounts across, you know, not just even America, man. You know,
like Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. You had what was it, Brazil?
Yep.
You know, hey, Brazil, the people over there were snapping, okay, about that whole president situation, man. All right, and you have it, you know, that same altercation that happened over there in Brazil. The same thing happened in America with Trump in that situation when they invaded the Capitol, man. Okay, or something like that, around those lines. So here you have these people going to be standing up against this system and disregarding what, you know, you have today, the government, because people are not going to be having their type of funds in their bank accounts or having certain foods or goods, and the people are going to get sick of it.
Yep.
So they're going to take actions in their own hands. People are going to be in a certain spirit of, you know, get out, you know, get it how you live.
Exactly. And the scriptures say, the action shall, the course of their action shall stand in the power. You know, the power of their hands. So the things the power that they have, the things that they can do, they're gonna do it. You know, say men may have a sword or a gun, they're gonna use that to their advantage to get what they need. That's gonna be the course of their actions. Their day is gonna go by what they can do according to the power that they have, man. You know, people gonna have empty stomachs. You know, they're gonna be, man, we're coming to some times, and you see it now when you see how these people are acting when these banks are failing them, man, letting them down and taking their money and shit. What happens when they come out with this MOTB and they tell you want all your money back, you got to get this? So many people gonna fold for it, especially Usain Bolt. This nigga lost most of his bank account. Said he had it took 12 million out of his bank account. He now only had 12,000 left. Okay, so that's a major amount of money. You know, 12,000 can't even sustain me for a long time, man. You can sustain a regular person for that long. You know, but 12 million, yeah. You know he's mad, man. It says 2 Esdras 15-16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right. If I may add too, when you go into this, when you go into that, that's another reason why the scripture comes in play in the book of Matthew, where it said the love of many shall wax cold. Because what before that it said, for iniquity shall abound, or iniquity shall abound. If you grab that from the book of Shalom, I'm going to paraphrase it. All right, because going in that time, these people, all right, going to be in that state of mind where you have it. The modern day Pharaoh is, Joe Biden is failing them. Yeah. So people are going to get that angry spirit put on them. Demons going to come out of these people. You know, you're going to see a lot more, a lot more wickedness goes on. Go on, go ahead.
This book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right, so iniquity abounding, man. It's going to get worse. You know, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. Because you don't see this thing getting better. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And that's going to pull out, those true demons within these people, man. All right? They're not going to have no love upon their neighbors, their loved ones, their families. You know, they're gonna act out. All right? And you're going to see that when people don't have their funds to get food or, get from one place to another. You know?
Preach out.
Go ahead.
Book of 2 Esdras chapter 6 and verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Like enemies, man. Billy been knowing John for 20 plus years. But when it comes out to, when it comes out to those resources being taken away, they gonna tap into their hunter skills.
Yeah.
Billy, where are you? It's gonna get real, man.
Yeah, these people about to eat each other, man.
Yeah.
I meaning to not literally eat, which is gonna be that in a good minute. They gonna literally eat each other too, but they gonna eat each other and devour each other, man. They gonna destroy themselves.
Yep.
Because they gonna, like the brother said, when the resources get depleted, they gonna do what they can to get it. When they ain't able to take their money out no more. What's that one video Zaquan sent to the chat, man, where it was like a beautiful family and pretty much shit hit the fan and they died. All of them died, man. They showed the struggle that they went through after they lost everything. Because they lost their money. The money failed, and then they couldn't buy nothing. They couldn't buy food. And they had to start selling the shit that they had. And then people wasn't even buying it because nobody had the money to buy it no more. And eventually a house got taken away. Everything got taken away, and they were on the streets, homeless, fighting for their lives. Their family members got sick. They were hungry. These are the things that the people of the world are going to have to actually go through. So imagine, seeing this shit happen. You really think people gonna still be best friends in those days? No, man. Friends shall fight one against another like enemies. They gonna look. Hey, man, it's gonna be betrayal. They gonna be looking at one another like enemies. Hey, you betrayed me. You just take this from me. You just take that from me. No, you ate it all. Remember?
Hey, if I may add too, you'll see those type of things happening in these certain movies that they be putting out, man.
Yeah.
You have it where what's that one movie called? Dang, man, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a known movie that brothers be mentioning all the time, and it was this man and his son, I believe it was his son or his daughter, and the mother killed herself because of the situation that was going on around that time. I believe it's his son, and they was going through pretty much through different areas to survive off food. People were pretty much losing their minds. They were eating people actually in those times. I can't remember what that movie was called, but if you brothers do have it and remember it, if you put it down below. But man, we're coming into a time like that. They'll show you in these movies, just like that one movie, Book of Eli, man.
Yeah.
And this is what Esau wants out of these reactions. You know, so he can usher in order out of chaos. You know.
Then you have Post Malone telling you what they was about to come with, man. He said when your cards fail, you can't use your cards no more. Then that's when you got 3 days to get out, get missing, because that's when they coming for you. You know, and people's banks are failing them. Next is gonna be the cards. Soon it's gonna be all banks, all currency is going to get shut down, and they're gonna issue in this charagma.
Hey, when he said, then that's when they're gonna come for you. What did he mean by that? He meant with that red list, that green list, the yellow list. Hey, man, Esau gonna come down with that having great wrath, man.
Yeah.
You know, come down, you know, for the ones that's gonna get right with the program, that's not gonna get right with the program. Or he'll be coming at 3 in the morning, kicking your door in, having you and your children tied up, you know, with a barrel to your mouth in your forehead, asking you questions. You know.
Hey, like the brother mentioned though, man. They show you in these movies and shows, like The Simpsons. The Simpsons is not. Simpsons ain't just getting this shit by coincidence. No, these things, The Simpsons it shows you the plans and the devices of these elites. These elites choreograph their plans and devices and put it on these shows, put it out there for everybody to see. Selective.
Yeah, it's called predictive programming.
They put it out there for everybody to see, so that their plans can be made known to you, so that when it happens, you're gonna be like, oh, this is some shit you see in a movie. You won't believe it, you know. But then when it happens, you ain't gonna have no choice but to accept it. You know, people don't believe it now, but when that time comes, now they can't prepare for it because they don't believe it. But when it comes, they ain't gonna be prepared. It's gonna take them off guard, and damn, all of a sudden they got a CHIP in their right hand or in their forehead, man. You know, but this is what this devil does. He believes in something called karmic retribution. Whereas if he puts something in front of you and you end up taking it or getting it, then it's not his fault, it's your fault. You know, and he will be pretty much innocent, and you would fall for the trap yourself.
Right.
You know, that's something that they believe in. But I got another scripture.
Hey man, Esau wicked as hell, man. He believe, hey, this devil actually, knowing that he's behind the witchcraft and all the deceivableness, he has in his mind, he feels like he's gonna be innocent because you took those actions in your own hands.
Yep.
And then he gonna sit there and try to, you know, profess himself to be as, oh, I did nothing wrong.
Right, like he innocent. See, that's the devil, man. We're gonna get on the right side, kid. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. It's gonna be a how do I say it? It's gonna be a eerie, a weird environment. I should say it's gonna be a suspicious environment. You're gonna be looking for. There's gonna be death and trouble at each turn, and you're gonna be watching your back all the time, man. You know, it's gonna be a type of environment that's gonna always have you on edge. You know, but the man of the Lord gonna be straight, man. You're gonna be protected. Lord got us. He said, only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. Mm-hmm. It says, the springs of the fountain shall stand still in 3 hours, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So what? Water gonna give out, man. You ain't gonna have no water. What people do without water, they start going crazy. They gonna lose it, man. You know, 3 days. They say it take 3 days for you to your body to just give out without water, man. You know, a few weeks without food, but 3 days without water.
That's right.
You read off of exit 25.
Exit 25?
Yeah. It says, the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. So the times are speeding up. You see it, man. You know, we're still in January and you got banks shutting down on people, which they predicted that this would happen. Well, I shouldn't say predicted. They told you that this would happen. Yeah. They told you next year, 2023, is going to be a recession. You know, it's going to be a famine, a really big famine of food, which they say that's probably about to happen like mid-year.
Hey, you know? What did they tell you? What did the World Health Organization tell you? The dude who's the main speaker, Klaus Schwab, He told you that it's going to be a cyber attack, or something that's going to be way greater than what people are dealing with now, which is considered this whole situation with you know, with the thingamajiggy, man. You know, he said it's going to be a greater what was it? A greater pretty much enemy, for lack of better words, which is going to be that cyber attack, man. What people are already tripping about not getting able to get into the system, or get into their bank accounts and get funds. How much more you can't get into any goddamn thing because the lights are out, you know? People are gonna lose their minds. We're coming to a troubling time, you know? Salakia. We're in transit right now.
It says, the great day of the Lord YAHAWASHI is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty cry, Salakia, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Alright, so the time is hastening, man. It's speeding up. You know, before you know it, there's going to be chariots in the sky and the elect going to be getting beamed up. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right, man. So you're gonna have to have that karagma ultimately for you to enter into a so-called bank. Because ultimately, if you even have a bank around this time, man, it's gonna be digital, man. Because you know Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, trying to take away what cash, man. Okay, he want to cash the society. So it's gonna be things digital. That's why you see a lot of these things being enforced more. All right, to put what digital things out there. All right. Or being so, you're gonna have to have that karagma, man, for you to be able to enter into these certain facilities. All right, or get you know, around, man. But without it, you know, Esau ain't gonna allow you to do shit.
That's right. You see the people are confused now. You see them look on their faces when they was at the bank, man. You know, they looking all. Does this happen to you too? Does this happen to you too? And everybody in there for the same fucking reason. All right. Soon it's gonna be the whole fucking country in turmoil and in confusion. You know.
Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms, 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
So this is why you can't trust the devil, man. All right. That's why the scripture says you can never trust thy enemy. All right. You know, these damn devils that welcome us to earth today, Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right, is your enemy, man. All right, and,
that's right.
And you sitting here thinking everything cool and dandy because he's speaking smoothly when he just setting you up for a nice little trap. He walk you right into a trap door, a door that you can't get out of, man. All right, and that's all. That's Esau for you. You know, he'll talk smoothly with his words. That's why you got a lot of people here got that thingamajiggy, man. Because what he smoothly talked them into getting it. Now he has smoothly talked people into, you know, having these certain, you know, systems of, you know, bank and all that, man. Well, ultimately he knew behind closed doors what he was setting it up for. You know.
Yep.
And that was the what? Ushering his NWO. And turning things digital.
That's right. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
You know, ultimately, that's why you have Esau right now being revealed through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, man. Hey, brothers, bringing this word out. You know, we being a mouthpiece of YAHAWASHI. All right, so when YAHAWASHI was the be able to elect. All right, we hope to be able to elect. But while we doing this work, man, this devil is being revealed for him being a wicked. That's why you are able to watch videos and see the things that these devils are doing, man. All right, because the spirit is being, you know, revealed that he's the wicked, man. All right, he's moving, he's taking action on what he's saying that he wants to do. All right.
That's right, man. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. We truly hope this lesson was edifying to you, occupying our walk to listen in truth and sincerity. Next time, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
So next time, we do say, Shalom.